Welcome to Fantasy Kingdom. I am your host, Mikey. And as always, up top, upstairs, we got my boy Tommy. How you doing, brother?
What is going on, Mr. Mikey? Saturday, baby. It's Bills
Right?
tonight.
Yeah, we have a full slate of Saturday games, which is awesome. And then downstairs in the basement, where he always belongs, Howie. How you doing, brother?
Pretty good. Looking at the
By the way,
playoffs.
what do you got behind you there, Howie?
I got a 75-inch Toshiba, Amazon ready, all the fucking goodies you could possibly want.
Right on.
Now I got my TV. I got my jacuzzi. You're giving me a sound system. I got my house.
You're good to go. You're all set.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, right on, brother. All right, so we had a Thursday night game. We had a little bit of Purdy power going on as the Niners continue to roll as they beat up. McCaffrey had a day. If you had McCaffrey going into the playoffs this week, you had a day. If you had George Kittle, who I had on the bench this week, he had a day.
Mhm.
On the Seahawks side, it was about what you expected. The 49ers defense is legit. So, but Saturday, we have a slate of Saturday games. Right now, we have the Colts and Vikings going at it. Sorry.
Well, the Colts are going at it. I don't know about the Vikings.
The Vikings didn't show up. And I have the Vikings defense. And our offense keeps giving the ball to the Colts on their own side. Twice they went for it on 4th and 1 and didn't get it on their own 30, and then they fumbled.
Yeah,
it's just pathetic.
You got a block punt for a touchdown.
I should have known better to have anything to do with the Vikings after Dante Culpepper.
Yeah,
you should have known after they were trolling me and Bill's Mafia. That karma's a mother, and this is what happens when you don't know how to be humble. Yeah.
What's going on, Cletus? How you doing? Amy, welcome.
Hey.
So let's quickly go through this. So we have the Colts Vikings. So far, it's been one-sided. Be interested to see if Kirk Cousins, who doesn't do well in primetime games, and this is considered a standalone game.
Yep.
That streak continues, but let's see if they can get anything going because Cook has 5 carries for 55 yards right now with a fumble. Jefferson,
man,
2 catches, 8 yards. 2 catches, 8 yards.
And for all you Jonathan Taylor fantasy owners, he is out of the game. That's a big loss. That's a big loss, man.
It is. So I have him in one of my leagues, not my big money league, but I have him in one of my other ones. Man, you guys just
thank you.
Michael Pittman Jr. just dropped a wide open pass.
I know. Yep.
Horrible. Cletus, what's going on, brother? Thank you for the super chat. We appreciate you being here.
Cletus, thanks a lot, buddy.
So TJ Hawkinson has 1 catch for 10 yards. I mean, I think the Vikings have like a total of 16 total yards.
Yeah,
63. They have 63 total yards.
And we're 7 minutes to go until the half, and the Colts still have the ball.
Oh man, it's gonna be brutal.
So Minnesota will have the ball. Oh no, Colts fumbled. Minnesota, touchdown, Minnesota. That was a very good play.
That was a very good play. That's helpful for me.
Yeah,
on defense. That is helpful for me.
Was it a strip sack?
It was a strip.
No.
They called him
strip sack. Fumble score.
No, it wasn't a strip sack.
It wasn't a sack. It was just a fumble score.
No, the receiver had it, and he was fighting for extra yards, and they stripped him and took it all away.
Still fumble touchdowns, 8 points.
That's a quick 8. That's a quick 8.
Yes, I'll take it. Give me some points. It's better than that -5.
That's
that
tough.
we were looking at. So
that is tough. It was Pittman, I think. Yeah, Pittman.
Pittman
sucks for Pittman owns. Yeah, that's a fumble.
Yep.
And he missed the catch earlier in the drive, which would have been a first down.
Yep. So let's look at the slate for today. We have the Ravens Browns, and then we have the Dolphins Bills. And that Dolphins Bills game, it has a lot of high profile players in it. You got Tyreek and Waddle and Tua, who's driven a lot of people. You have Allen and Diggs and Davis and those type of. So when you look at this and the snow, Did you see the pictures, Howie, of how bad it is in Buffalo?
I haven't seen it yet, but I kind of been watching football for 40-something years.
So. We got something happening. What? They did not call it a fumble. I think the referees said they blew the whistle.
Was down by contact?
I think they stopped
He was moving forward. How do they stop that?
I don't know. I have my TV muted, but I believe that's what happened. You know how they stop when a couple guys are tussling for a little while?
Well, I was wondering because it hasn't come up on
no touchdown.
They're screwing me. Screwing me. Okay, Cletus comes in and says, pick one. Njoku, Waller, or Ingram. Waller's still on IR.
He's to be determined, but he's not. They might not have taken the the moniker IR off him, but I know that he when I looked at the injury reports today, he was to be determined. And the funny thing is he can't be used by my opponent. Waller can't be.
Yeah.
Because I don't know why he did that. He picked up a tight end, and then Waller came off, and he's got nowhere to put him. So that's good. I would go to Njoku myself. Let's see. Yeah. I had something on that. Where's Cleveland? Let's see. Cooper and Njoku look good. The Baltimore defense is really vulnerable to the pass. You don't want to run against them, but they're really vulnerable against pass. So I figure Cooper and Njoku will have a good game.
Okay. Yeah, I would go Njoku also. Waller is still a game time decision. And then Evan Ingram plays against the Cowboys, who have a really good secondary. So I'm not sure I would play Ingram today. Njoku's probably your best bet. Sorry, had a cough. So that's who I would go with. Yep. Knox. Go with Knox.
He might have a good day today. Because I think that's going to be like all running.
It is nasty,
and dump offs. So I had a note on that where Knox. It could be a good day for him just because of the conditions, But But I'm looking at Singletary and Cook and Allen to and their legs, really.
Thank you, Amy. I appreciate that. I'm trying to battle through it. So when we look at this, Howie, outside of the Bills, who are you looking at as the key guys during this game?
In this game?
Yeah.
Jeez, outside of the Bills? Maybe a little bit for Mostert. I don't really know. Their running game isn't that great anyway. Wilson's probably out. It's cold. So running backs are going to get the lion's share of stuff today. I really see the Bills, unless something happens where they can throw the ball, the weather lets up a little bit. Because snow on the ground isn't all that bad. It's when the visibility is really a mess, and the ball's wet that it's tougher to catch. When it's just snow, that's a fun game to play. It's just like you don't want that dampness and the low visibility that they do get in Buffalo sometimes when they get flurries.
When it gets super, and my understanding is there's gonna be up to 7 inches during the game.
Oh boy, God!
You
have fans sitting there like this, and they'll just be like
covered,
snow piled up on them. Yeah.
But we don't want to put a dome in Buffalo.
Hey, it's good old hardcore football,
Yeah,
but they ought to. Everybody up north should have.
Scott, Tua's going to be their leading rusher with -1 yard.
Hey, that could be a call. You should put a chili pepper on that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he'll never do chili pepper again.
He ain't gonna do it.
This is Scott. Scott ain't ever doing chili pepper. Amy, yes, Milano is back. No designation for him. They just limited his reps all week. He will be playing.
Yep.
All right, so let's keep moving through as we have some other games to look at for the slate this week. We have a full slate of Sunday games as all buys are done finally.
Mm-hmm.
He said he's only doing sweet peppers now.
That's okay. I think next year it'll be a hat challenge where if I lose, I have to wear
Bills hat. He's got to buy and wear a Bills hat.
Yeah.
You know,
I ain't gonna buy a Bills hat. You probably got 7 or 8 of them. I know I got that many of these.
It's got to be painful. So you got to buy and wear a Bills hat. It's got to be painful.
I could do that.
It's got to be painful.
I'd get one off the dollar rack.
So there's a few games on Sunday that we want to look at. Obviously, one of them is the Lions Jets. It'll be interesting to see how that high-powered Lions offense goes against that really stout Jets defense.
Yeah.
So Howie, when you're looking at this, what are you expecting from that those fantasy guys in Detroit?
I'll tell you the Detroit's just got so many weapons, that it's going to be tough to cover everybody. I know Jets have a good defense. I think the key to that game is the Jets get into God dang,
Wilson. Zach Wilson.
No.
Oh, Goff.
Getting to Goff. If they can put pressure on Goff, then it's going to be really tough because they do have good defensive backfield. But if they don't get to Goff and they give him plenty of time, he's got like 5 guys to throw to. Let's see. He's got the Jameson kid. He's got St. Brown. He's got Reynolds. He's got Swift. He's got the other guy who runs all the time, that steals a lot of things at the end zone. And who's their tight end? I think they're. I
don't know if they have an elite.
I don't think they
because they traded Hawkinson away.
But I do think the key is going to be getting to Goff. If they don't get to him, he's going to pick them apart.
Okay. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that plays. So, Cletus comes in and asks, pick 2, Burkhead, Kamara, or Murray. So when I'm looking here, you obviously have to go with Kamara.
Yeah.
Burkhead, where is Burkhead?
He played for Houston.
Play for Houston now?
And nobody is healthy on Houston this week.
No, Pierce is out.
Yeah, everyone's out. Their passing game is toast. Pierce is out, and like I said, I think Burkhead is the backup there.
Ooh, Jefferson's being helped off the field.
Oh, hey, that kind of works for you in the playoffs. That's
wow.
Jason.
Yeah, wow.
That's big.
Rough.
That's 18 points for somebody.
Ooh, 18-40. The way Jefferson goes off.
Well, the way your defense is playing, it's kind of a wash.
Right? Because they stole my stupid touchdown away, those jerks.
They stole it. Damn refs, huh?
Oh, pick 6. Cousin throws a pick 6.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Man, you know what? I have him and Herbert, and thank God Herbert's got a good game this week because Cousins was projected for a lot of points. He was projected for over 25.
Wow.
And he's looking at like minus something right now. Because he only had last time I looked, he had -2 rushing, and he only had 25 passing. So a pick puts him down to 1, maybe 2 points right now. So if you have Cousins,
and then he doesn't even try to tackle the guy,
you're in
he
trouble.
Just stood there and watched him run into the end zone. Didn't even attempt to. So, anyways, I would probably go with Burkhead and Kamara. Look, Murray is. I don't know, where does Murray sit with you, Howie?
Let's see. He's playing for Denver, right?
Yeah.
And they're home. Wilson's out. Sutton's out. Rippon's the quarterback. They got Judy and Dulcich. He might be a play just because of Wilson being out. They might have to hand it off a lot more.
Yeah, but aren't they playing? Who are they playing?
Arizona.
So you would go as Kamara and Murray over Burkhead? I always go with Burkhead.
I think I would, just because he's the only thing they got going in Houston, so it'll be easy to key on him. That's just a thought, but that's how I look at it. And Murray, he's at Denver. It's like we said last week, watching Denver's like watching a soccer match.
Right.
But if anybody at Denver is going to do anything, it'll be ripping Luckman out to Dulcich and handing off to Murray. I don't even see him hitting Judy that much, even though he's going to be his only target.
Giving, not receiving. Scott said, or who was it? Cletus said, my season's over if Juju is out. Yeah, no. Absolutely.
Oh, and let's see, I got something on that. Yeah, Tony's questionable. Hardeman's to be determined. So, but thing is Houston has got so bad against the run that it might be Kelsey and Pacheco all day.
I think JJ's Justin Jefferson.
Oh, JJ. Oh, yeah, okay.
JJ's Justin Jefferson.
Oh, yeah. Well, then, yeah, you're screwed.
Oh, I like this. Scott comes in with a hot take. 10 sacks for the Bills tonight.
It's possible. It's possible. It depends how bad that weather gets, because if you can't get ahead of steam up going into the line, they're going to catch him every time. So,
Spin comes in. What's going on, Spin? Thanks. Look at all these idiots who thought the Vikings had a chance. Spread should have been -30 for the Colts.
Oh my God.
Oh, I love Spin. Spin's one of our regulars on our Bills podcasts.
All right. Well, we need to see more of you, Spin, because that's a
great one.
That's a definite opinion.
That's a great one. Oh, Spin's got opinions. He'll let you know. It makes it fun. That's the best part about doing live shows is you get to chat in here and you get to read what they're thinking. It's awesome.
Oh, I'd rather have chat all day long than have to sit and talk with you guys.
Right? Absolutely. Talk to them. Much more fun. So let's going through. We have some other ones. Titans at Chargers, Howie. So when you're looking at the Titans and Chargers, what are you looking for tonight?
Okay. All right. Let's see. The offensive tackles on LA are really beat up. So if Tennessee can get to them, that'll help hurt. It'll hurt Herbert. But he's so good at getting rid of the ball quick lately. He's gotten to the point where he can dump it off really quick, and he's got Eckler and Williams and Allen and Palmer going. So let's see. Tennessee's D is banged up. Burks and Hilliard are out. So you got Harris and my boy, I can't even pronounce his name, so I'm going with Chig Okonkwo. He's a tight end.
It's close to that. I believe it's close to that.
Well, the first 4 letters of Chig I got, but I can't figure out the last 5. And then Okonkwo. So, I mean, if you're playing anybody for Tennessee, it'll be Harris and him. Mm-hmm. And then everybody for the Chargers. Play them all.
Play them all, huh?
Yeah. Well, I'm not throwing Garrett's name in there because I always do and he doesn't do anything. But
yeah, are you saying that because you're just hopeful because you're playing all of them?
I am playing all 4 of those in the Money League playoffs this week. Yes, I am.
Oh, okay, that'll be interesting. And yeah, Spin, he would much rather talk to the chat than me. Absolutely.
Yes.
So here, Howie, we got this one: DJ Moore, Garrett Wilson. I'm going DJ Moore, as I don't trust Zach Wilson. If Mike White was playing this week, I would say go with Garrett Wilson because he throws it to him all the time. But Zach Wilson is a hot mess. You don't know what you're getting with that guy.
I had something on Moore.
Of course you did. You have something on everybody.
DJ's questionable.
He's questionable with what?
I don't know. He was on his on the injury report. They had him as questionable. They had Chenault as questionable, which means that that Terrence Marshall kid has a really good chance. So I don't know about that. And then Garrett Wilson. Well, we talked about that, and I still think he's going to do okay. He's the guy they go to. It's like one of those situations where he might not go off, but he'll probably get
DJ Moore, ankle, expected to play in week 15.
There you go.
And he's going against who are they going against this week? DJ Moore is going against
Pittsburgh.
That's a good matchup for DJ Moore.
It is. It is.
You trust Zach Wilson to throw it to Garrett Wilson? I don't.
I just figure that's who he's got to throw it to if he's going to throw it at all. And who knows if Wilson's going to if the sitting helped him or not. It probably won't. I hope so. I hope so, Scotty. Believe me, I hope they go into the playoffs just killing it. I need them to. At least for the next 2 weeks. I
hope they choke.
After that, they could collapse for all I care.
I hope they choke.
As long as I get the money.
I can't listen to you talk. I
don't even want the money. I'll donate the money to charity.
I want the belt.
I want the belt and the bragging rights.
Right.
That's oh my God, it'll be terrible.
Yeah.
I've already got the things I want to say if I win. I mean, the stuff I got.
Oh, you've already pre-planned it? What are you winning, a Grammy, an Oscar?
You
already pre-planned what you're gonna say?
Well, it'll be like
you practice in the mirror too, buddy.
Now that I've won it, I want you guys to know that I decided to go without draft picks for the first 3 rounds next year, just because it's gotten so easy.
Oh God! Yeah. Guess what? You had to trade your first 3 round picks just to be able to get in, to have a chance to win it.
I'll take it. I'm all in. And my team's good enough so where I will guarantee a playoff spot next year in the playoffs. I don't guarantee a championship, but I guarantee I'll make it to the playoffs next year. I don't know what I can bet. I don't know what I can bet because that's like a year away.
Satisfaction guaranteed. Yes, Amy.
Yes.
And one of those things, we'll have to figure that out. We'll have to figure out what you can bet is with that guarantee.
Because that's a biggie.
That is a big guarantee.
Hey, I got this sport down.
You're going to have the entire league.
I am the fantasy guy now.
Listen, you're going to have the entire league colluding against you.
They've always colluded against me. It took years before anybody would even trade with me because I beat them so bad at the beginning. Let's
be honest with the chat. It wasn't that you found every loophole in the rules door. We had to close loopholes because of you. You found any loophole you could find, even if it didn't benefit you and it was a loophole, you figured a way to use it. Let's call it what it is.
Those first 4 years were good years.
And once we closed all the loopholes, how well have you done since? One championship in like 15 years?
No, I got 1 championship in the last 3. I've been in the playoffs the last 4. I got 2nd place last year. So
who'd you lose to?
I lost to you. But when it comes down to our league, it's us. And then we got a bunch of guys that are really good behind us. But this year it's you and me. And the bad part is we're playing guys that could beat us both.
Right?
Neither one of us could win the championship this year. And we should. We're sitting at 11-3 with a bunch of 8-6 teams. And we're looking at.
And there's a real good chance that we're both playing in the
absolutely
round.
Absolutely. It looks like we could be playing for 3rd and 4th if they don't work.
Oh, that would hurt so bad.
That's why I say if we have to play 3rd and 4th, we'll go another week.
Yes, and we'll come up with something because then we'll have to get that tiebreaker for the hat challenge. The hat bet. Okay.
Oh, and if we don't win the championship, the draft party is not going to be any fun for either one of us.
Oh, it'll still be fun for me. I don't talk much crap. You do. It'll be really bad for you.
I'll have fun anyway. That's like my Christmas.
Yeah,
draft day is the best.
I don't talk a whole lot of crap during the season. I always wish guys luck, and I hope they do well. Once you win it 3 out of 4 years, it's just kind of.
I know.
I've done that.
I know. It's like,
Like at some point, we bought a brand new championship belt, and I've owned it since we purchased it.
Well, not all the time. I had it for a year.
But did you?
Once I finally got it.
But did you?
Yes.
I don't think you were even home during that year. Weren't you in the hospital during that year?
I was. I was. But I had it up on the hutch for a while, and people would come in and go, "Ooh, what's that for?" I go, that's the FFFFFL belt. 6 F's and an L, and that's our league.
Yep. We'll see if I get to keep it. It'll be interesting. So
what are we going to talk about next?
So the next game we got is we have the Bengals and Bucks. Oh, what's going on, Tommy? Welcome back, brother. You're on mute, buddy.
I had work call me. What's up?
Oh,
what I miss?
Nothing. We're just talking.
By the way, the Minnesota threw an interception.
Yeah, we saw that.
Yeah, we saw that.
Yikes! 30-0.
We're just in here talking with the chat and talking about our fantasy league. It's kind of hard. Like some of these games aren't very good this week. We're getting ready to talk about the Bengals and Bucks. Joe Burrow and company, but no T. Higgins, no Boyd,
no Hurst,
no Hayden Hurst. It's
Chasing Burrow all day long.
Chasing Burrow with Mixon and Perine.
Yeah.
Versus the Bucks. And what Bucks team do you get? Do you get the one that looks like the 49ers, or do you get the one that is semi-competent?
Well, they're in Tampa Bay, and from the injury report, their defense is beat up. They had like 7 guys that were either questionable or out. You know, it's
on
Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, offense is just hot garbage.
I don't see it as a great game, but Cincinnati's doing that thing they do.
No, not again.
And doing an afternooner, you know.
Scott, you're trying to stick the knife in my heart, brother.
Man, you are so lucky Jefferson went out. Oh my God!
And did Jefferson go out?
Yeah, he got smashed.
And with that kind of a lead, he ain't coming back.
And he's on my fantasy team. That sucks. That's hurt.
Mikey's happy because he's playing against him today.
I'm toast.
I told Tommy that. I'm like, I'm sorry, brother. My money league trumps our free league.
Oh, easy.
To me, I don't care about that. It's win is a win. I don't know, money or non-money. I play to play.
Yeah, but this is a 19-year-long league we've been doing. You know,
I got you, but I take everything.
Not only that, but I'm playing my brother.
Yeah, I know.
I can't lose to my brother.
Personal. It's personal.
Their projections were like a point apart.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, Spen says he's going against Jefferson and Cousins.
Oh, that's huge. Then you're having
you're having a great start.
Yeah. That's good.
Having a
good
great start, Spen. Good for you, buddy. That's amazing. All right. So, who are you expecting, Howie, in this Bengals Bucks game to be the stars? Who would you bet your money on to come through and help you advance in the playoffs?
I would put my money on Chase and Burrow.
Tell me, this one's for you.
The running backs could go off, but no.
That's right.
You
think it's gonna be the running backs? That's who you would bet on?
No, I would bet on Chase and Burrow, but the running backs, they're actually that's all they got left. So, which one of the running backs they throw to? Was it Perine?
Perine's their receiving back.
So I'm looking Chase and Perine. Mixon will get his, but if you have, you know, those seem like that seems like the best chance because all those other receivers being out is a big deal.
Yep.
And Tampa Bay just ain't Tampa Bay anymore. I mean, this will be it for Brady.
Amy said she would go Burrow. She put her money on Burrow.
Yeah.
You know.
In that game,
man, I would love to see the Bucks knock off the Bengals. I would love to see
I'm sure you would from
as a Bills fan. I would love to see
perspective, yeah.
And then the other game we have here is the Titans-Chargers. So, Tommy, when we're looking at the Titans-Chargers, who would you put your money on there to help you get into the next round?
Right now, I would say the Chargers right now. Definitely. You still got you got Herbert, you got Williams back who's a playmaker. Keenan Allen's playing good, stepping up. Eckler, I mean, he has a lot of weapons right now, Herbert, and they're playing a little better ball. So, yeah, definitely Tennessee. Man, they are a sinking ship, bro. They really are. They're lucky they're in a bad division. They really are lucky they're in a bad division. But I even Derrick Henry's not looking like Derrick Henry this year. I mean, he's had his moments, but overall, teams are really dialed in against that Tennessee offense. So,
because they just stack the boxes. They can't pass worth a crap.
Yeah, right. I mean, Tannehill is what he is. You know, I don't think he's terrible. He's a middle of the pack quarterback, and if their running game isn't going well, he's maybe even lower than middle of the pack.
Well, he doesn't have anybody to throw to either. Yeah. I mean, with Burks out.
Well, that's why their GM got fired.
What are you talking about? They got Bobby Trees.
He had somebody.
Who?
They got Bobby Trees. Robert Woods.
Right. That's right.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Robert Woods.
I was going to say I couldn't think of anybody else, but yeah, Robert Woods is a good ball player.
What's going on, Lewis?
You don't hear anything from him.
Tommy,
what about me?
Lewis showed up last night in our thing, and Tommy told him make sure he comes back. Lewis showed up, Tommy.
Oh, hey, what's going on, Lewis? Hey, we got to show up at the 6 o'clock show. That it won't be on here, but look for it on Sports Dynasty Podcast. I'll tweet it out. I don't know if you follow me or Mikey, but if you have Twitter, I'll be tweeting it out. But either way, Sports Dynasty Podcast, it's going to be an interesting show. We'll be talking about all the AFC East teams matchups this week. So you want to definitely tune into that one.
Yeah, that'll be fun. It's going to be like a little pregame too, right before the Bills.
Yeah, right before the game. We start at 6:00. So definitely hop on, man.
Nice. That'll be fun. It'll be fun times.
Appreciate it, Lewis.
Yeah. So when we look at it, by the way, Tommy, this is for you. Zach Moss has 11 carries.
Like an early Christmas here. Everything's
Zach Moss has 11 carries. You want to guess how many yards?
Yes, I do. I don't even want to cheat. Okay, 11 carries. Zach Moss. He usually averages about 2 point something a carry. So I'm going to say 20 yards.
29.
Close.
Damn, 29. I was close.
He's 11 to 29, 2.6.
When you said 2 point something, I was like, shit, that's hard, man.
Oh.
That's Tommy. Tommy's like listen, stop giving Zach Moss the ball.
Taylor's got nothing.
I try to tell y'all, man. He's just not. I'm not saying he's like god awful. He made it to the NFL, but he's just not. He's not very good in the NFL.
Look at Taylor, though. I mean, in a game like this, he's got 1 catch for 13 yards and no rushing yards.
Taylor's hurt. He's done.
He went out. He had 1 catch
right away
for 13 yards and got hurt. On like his first touch.
God, this game is murdering people's playoff.
Well, Spin. I wasn't using my calculator. I was just guessing off the top of my head. I was trying to give him the low down on that. But yes, I should have been like 22 yards.
Yeah. That's hilarious. Gotta leave it to Spin.
Tommy's good with math because he has to look at ideas and figure out if the person's really that old.
Yep.
Oh, that's awesome. I love our chat.
I know 22, Spin.
I love our chat.
God. But he's also 2 point something, not just 2.0.
That's right.
I think he's averaging 2.6 for the year, if I'm not mistaken. Or 2.5
today. He's 2.6 today.
No, but I mean on the year, I think he was like 2.5, 2.6.
2.4 was what he was on the year.
Oh wow, even lower. Jeez, I'm making him sound even better than
yeah, he was 2.4.
Golly.
I don't know what he's done with the Colts, but when he left the Bills, he was 2.4. Tommy didn't even think he was going to hit 2. That's why he went 11 for 20.
Right. He's
not even getting 2.
The way you sounded, I was like, damn, Mikey's going to tell me like 15 yards or something like that. So I was like, all right, I'll give him an even 20.
Colts just got another field goal.
Yeah, I know.
Whatever.
Listen, I'm getting -5.
It's ugly.
It's happening. Chalk it up.
God, this is bad, man. This is really bad for Minnesota.
Man, if you had Indy's D today, you're kicking ass.
Right? If you have Indy's D, you are sitting pretty.
They've got an interception.
Why would you have Indy? Why would you play Indy's D against that offense?
Oh, I don't know if you were in a 12-team league and that's all you had to work with.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know who the hell picked up would be playing Indy right now.
I only played Minnesota because my other one was Tennessee. And then in the last few weeks, Tennessee's taking a crap and they're playing the Chargers. So I went with Minnesota today, thinking they're playing the Fighting Jeff Saturdays. You know what's the chance that they're going to go off? They haven't done nothing recently, and then you get this.
That's what happens.
By the way, at home too. So embarrassing.
Yeah.
So embarrassing.
It's karma for all those fans trolling you.
No, really, honestly, it is. I hate to keep going back to that, but I'm telling you guys, if you're not humble and you talk that shit, puppy. That's what happens.
The puppy's making an appearance.
I know she's. I think she has to go to the bathroom or something, guys. I may have to take her out.
Just step away for a second. It's all good.
Yeah, she never does this. So give me a minute.
Yeah. What's up, Guru? Let's see the puppy.
Right. Yep. So all right. So let's keep going through this. I had to do that with Zach Moss because Tommy loves to just pile on with that guy. Okay. So when we're looking at the Titans Chargers, Howie, what do you got for this game?
Didn't we go over that already?
Tommy did, not you.
Well, we did, and then Tommy did. Okay, but like I said, for the Chargers, the offensive tackles are beat up. So if you can get to Herbert, you could hurt him, but you can't get to him. He's too quick. He's healthy. He moves a lot like Allen, and he's got all those weapons. Like I said, Tennessee's D's banged up. and they got nobody to throw to. All they got is Harris and Chigakakwo. And I think the Chargers. Of course, the Chargers on paper are always the guys you think are going to win, but you can't tell. But you just don't know who's going to show up.
Yeah,
they have a way of scoring a crap load of points and still losing, but I just don't see Tennessee scoring enough points to keep up with them.
Yes.
Harris would have to get like 200 yards and score 3 touchdowns, which probably would help you, but it ain't going to happen.
Yeah. We'll see how this plays out.
Who predicted that? No one.
33-0? No. I thought it'd be 33-0, but I thought it'd be the other way around.
I thought I had it in my notes that way, but no.
You had it in your notes that way? Well, who expected the Vikings to go for it on their own 30 on 4th down twice?
Who do they think they are? The Chargers?
Right? Some of these new young coaches, like, what the heck you thinking?
So, Speaking of coaches,
that
Buffalo game last week. Or was it It was the game against Miami. And all week long they've been showing this coach in the booth. Yeah, just going ape shit at the end of the game, throwing stuff around. When the Bills couldn't get up for the field goal at the very end, I was like, "What the hell is this?"
You just now saw that? That went viral.
I know. I never saw that. I don't pay attention to that stuff, but I saw it this week, and I was thinking, well, you don't know it. You guys don't want to know what I think because he's a Buffalo guy, but man,
I loved it.
I didn't know anything about him, and all I could think was a little bitch throwing the clipboard and knocking shit over.
I loved it. Showed the passion, the fire.
Shows the passion of fire. He sits up in a booth and looks at the field. I don't know. He sits there eating hot dogs all day.
He was pissed that his guys didn't execute.
No,
that was execution. He was mad at his guys for not executing. I love it, and so did the players.
Well,
you know what would have pissed me off if he would have took his headset off, put it down, and okay, hey, we lost.
After I could see him putting it down and shaking his head. I can see him shaking his head and stuff, but
I want to see him, ripping shit up, and I loved it.
You
missed it.
You wanted to pull a Tom Brady.
You missed the end. The end. One of the coaches puts his hand over the camera so they can't see him anymore. You're like, camera.
You're nutbag.
Oh, I loved it. Loved it.
That's what makes football colorful.
And you want to know what the best part about that was? At the beginning of in the spring training, or in what do they call that now? Can't think of the name of it. My
preseason.
Yeah, preseason and training camp. They said Josh Allen said Dorsey's a psycho. And Dorsey sitting up there talking about it and said, I don't think I'm really that much of a psycho. And then Josh reposted it, says, as a psycho would say. And then you see that. He's a psycho.
Yeah, something else.
He's passionate. But you have to remember, he's also the quarterback of that Miami Hurricanes team that went, he lost 3 games in college.
Oh.
With that vaunted 90s Hurricanes team.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
With Andre Johnson and Clinton Portis and Frank Gore and Wills McGahee and Shockey and all those guys. He was the leader of that squad.
Huh. Well, the big game of the week for me.
Yes.
Of course.
Give it to me.
Right here.
The Commanders?
Giants started out so good, and I hope we roll. Robinson's looking good. Gibson's looking good. Heineke's on top of his game. McLaurin he's just they call him Scary Terry now. So I'm just hoping for a good week. Saquon's back, but all they got is receiving is Slayton. So I need it. I need that win. I need a little ego boost this week. Not that I don't have enough ego.
Right? Like you need the ego boost. Amy said also that's why they put Dorsey upstairs. They don't want him on the sidelines.
They don't want to have guys holding them back off the field.
Right. So, all right, let's transition. Let's talk about some set starts. We'll start with receiver. Who are you starting? Chris Godwin or Christian Kirk? Godwin's versus Cincinnati. Kirk's versus Dallas. Kirk's versus Dallas.
Oh yeah, that's right. They're playing Jacksonville and Dallas.
Yeah.
Lawrence has been throwing really good lately,
mm-hmm.
and Kirk's really, aside from Etienne, he's the guy. I think Kirk's a good choice in this one. Who's the other one? Kirk and Godwin.
Godwin, yeah.
Godwin
versus Cincinnati.
Tampa Bay's just falling off. The thing is, for Tampa Bay, though, every game for them is like a shot at the playoffs. That division is so terrible. So they've got to use them. But you got Evans. Let's see, Julio's questionable.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they still got that Scotty
Miller.
Tampa Bay Miller. They still got it. Is he? I don't know. I'm going to go with Kirk in this one.
Okay. I would trust him as well. Spinkham says it would be good. Godwin as a no-brainer. Brady didn't fall off a cliff this year.
Absolutely. I agree.
Horrible this year.
I agree.
Yeah.
Well, all of Tampa Bay's receivers came out to,
mm-hmm.
really at best middle of the road.
Are you tapping
the table again?
Are you tapping the table again?
That was my pepper.
Is your pepper? Because it just echoes.
Man, it's a good speaker.
Yeah, it just echoes. So let's look here. We got Devonta Smith versus Chicago, or we have Amari Cooper versus Baltimore.
Ooh. Let's see. I like Cooper. I had it down where I like Cooper and Njoku in that game, so I'm gonna go with Cooper.
All right. So we'll keep going through here. We got welcome back, brother.
Welcome back, dude.
We're doing some sit starts. So would you start Amari Cooper versus Baltimore or Devonta Smith at Chicago?
Okay, so Amari Cooper, what's the matchup there?
Baltimore.
Okay.
Devonta Smith, Chicago.
I'll go Cooper on this one.
The reason I didn't go with Devonta is I think they're going to run the ball a lot this week. I think it's going to be a really big week for Sanders.
Yeah, they have a D line though. That's about all that they have though, in Cleveland.
It's another week. Yeah, it's another week back for Watson. By the way, who should start getting. He
looked better last week than he did the first week.
Exactly, he looked a little better last week. So you figure that he's going to start getting a connection with Cooper. Cooper's still a really good receiver. He's still one of the better receivers in the league. So Baltimore's defense, they're still not that good against that. So I'll go Cooper on that one. By the way, have they? I have not heard yet if Beasley's activated yet.
No, and they would have had to call him up already. I don't know. I don't think he's playing. Right,
he's still practice squad.
I think.
So
I have heard nothing. So
I think they already designated him, so I don't think he is.
Strange that they would do that. John Brown though, his first.
I didn't see any of the practice squad call-ups this week. Did you?
Nothing. That's what I'm saying. I have nothing.
Yeah, it's odd.
It is odd. Maybe because it's a Saturday game, and when John Brown came, that was a Sunday, right?
Yeah.
When so maybe that day made a big difference. I don't know. You got to remember too, we signed Cole Beasley in the middle of the week practically. So by the time he got to practice,
Let me look that up real quick.
I didn't see anything late on the latest feed from Twitter. I know people were asking, but I didn't see nothing. Unless anybody knows in the chat, I don't know.
Okay, update.
Oh my God! Here's the update on the field, though. It is really. I'm watching it now on NFL Network. Oh man, it is really bad.
Yeah.
At the field at Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I looked, Howie, and I have to go with Diggs because my only other option is Waddle or Drake London with a rookie quarterback.
Well, let's see. What do I have from that? Ritter? Boy, that New Orleans defense is tough, and with a new kid. Although, like you said, there's no paper on him, so maybe he'll have a day. But yeah, my dad lives between Lake Erie and Buffalo. And he says when they have that lake effect snow, it goes up and over him and then just dumps on Buffalo. You would think that he'd be buried, but apparently when you're right next to the lake, the weather goes up and over you.
Okay, so Bills call up. What is this? When was this? That's the Cleveland game, week 11. I can't find anything on this week's call-ups.
Yeah, I'm just looking up Cole Beasley in general just to see. And,
I can't find anything on that.
You got people asking, but no.
Yeah, I can't. No articles written on it. Nothing.
No, nothing. So I don't know. Honestly, I don't know, Mikey. I don't know. I don't know. That's my honest answer. I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea. That's odd that they like. There's nothing.
Yeah. There's absolutely nothing.
So, all right.
That's typical Bills, though. They will wait. They will wait until the very last moment that they're allowed to announce who's playing scratches, who's inactive. So we'll see.
Mm-hmm. So who would you start, Tommy? We'll start with you this time. Mm-hmm. Isaiah Pacheco versus Houston, or Etienne versus Dallas?
Okay, so Etienne for sure. I know Dallas has a good defense, but Etienne's a special player. It's in Jacksonville, and Jacksonville's a weird team, man. They are a streaky team. They can get hot, and then they can get cold real quick. They looked good last week, and Dallas looked bad to Houston. Barely won, and Houston put up some points. So, yeah, I'll go Etienne here because he's a playmaker, and Dallas didn't look too sharp last week against a bad Houston team. So, and they're at home.
Etienne might be the guy to go with because, as bad as Houston's run defense is, they gave Dallas a hard time last week. But as much as I hate to say it, I think I'm going to go with Pacheco in this game, even though I'm playing against him in the playoffs. I think he's the better choice of the two.
Okay.
Just this week.
All right. So Xavier Knight versus Detroit, or DeAndre Swift at the Jets?
Well, Zonovan, let's see. Detroit's defense is hurt, and you can score on them. Mm-hmm. I think they're going to have to run the ball against them, so I like Bam Knight.
Okay.
All right. What's the matchups against?
Bam Knight. It's the new running back for the Jets. It's the Jets or Swift.
I mean, Swift's going against the Jets.
So you got Swift. Okay. Yeah. So Swift or Bam Knight. I'll go Swift here. I just like him. Listen, I mean, Bam Knight's a good story. We'll see how long it can last. But he looks sharp so far. But it's listen, I gotta tell you, I understand you guys are talking about Detroit's defense, but they have played a lot better.
They're playing a lot better.
And I think so well. I think this is another. If you consider this an upset, I think the Lions beat the Jets. I think the Lions are playing on a different kind of level right now. And you don't have Mike White, which is you got Zach Wilson coming back, right? Who hasn't played in a couple weeks. The Lions have been playing, and trust me, they've been bringing the blitz a lot better. Their rookie defensive edge. I forget his name, but he's popping right now, man. He's starting to get into a rhythm. Yeah, they're going to bring it against Zach Wilson. So I like Swift in this game, though. I think Swift's going to he can catch out the backfield. He can run. But I don't know if you can't go wrong with Bam either. But overall, I would take Swift. Considering I think the Lions are going to score some touchdowns in this game against a good Jets defense. I do.
DJ Stone in the house. What's going on, brother?
What up, Stone?
Hey.
That's right. He does a tail. Are you there? By the way, real quick.
What
I know
we're
on fantasy, but
DJ,
are you at the? Are you already setting up right now? At Bill Stadium at Highmark? Just curious.
He does all the
DJ he's stuff. There. So listen, guys. Anyone in the chat, and obviously I'll hey Stone, I'll be doing another 6 o'clock AFC shakedown on Sports Dynasty. I'll send you the link. But anyone going to the game, check him out. He's a DJ. He does a little tailgate party there. A little. He does pretty big. But check him out. Go check him out.
Yeah. Okay. So my last one I got here for you guys before we move into the final segment of the show. We have let's go with, I'm looking here to find me a good one. Daniel Bellinger, who's questionable.
He might be out.
Or Cade Otton.
Jesus.
Hey Stone, you should go. By the way, real quick, you should go live when hit me up. I'm gonna hit you up, Stone. By the way,
Snow's coming down bad.
I'm gonna try to have you go live, do a live feed with me. Go ahead, guys. Sorry about that.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do this. Foster Moreau, Cade Otton. Because Bellinger may not play.
Let's see, Foster Moreau.
Because Waller may play.
He might. But Cade Otton. He's kind of been Brady's guy.
Uh-huh.
But it's not like he's getting fed, They're not giving him.
Oh,
I mean, I think he's getting 6 or 8 attempts a game, something like that. I'm gonna stick with Foster Moreau because Waller's not a sure thing, and
Jefferson's back,
and Moreau is going to be playing. So
is Jefferson back?
Jefferson is back.
Yeah, baby.
He's trotting onto the field.
It's gonna touch that or two here. Help me out, Jefferson.
Daniel LaRusso is going to fight.
That's right.
They're punting already, but yeah, he's back.
Are they really?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm really behind, man. I'm on the Colts' first possession. What is going on here?
Oh no, the Colts just got the ball back. I'm behind.
Okay.
But you saw Jefferson trotting back.
I missed that.
Okay, good. Yeah, he's trotting back on the field, so he's back. So all right. So let's move into the next lovely wrap up part of our show. We're gonna go with the X factors here first, because Howie's had to eat his hot pepper, and he's been struggle talking afterwards. So with that, let's go to the X factors. Last week, I had Jefferson, Tommy had Henry, Howie had St. Brown. I won, which brings us back to a tie, 28-28. Tommy has 23. It's 6 straight weeks of second place for Tommy.
I mean, I don't know if that's such a terrible thing. It's pretty good. Second.
No, me and Howie are like high and low.
Well, there's only 3 of us, so
at least I'm like, yeah, but second. I mean, 6 straight weeks is pretty.
6 straight weeks is second, and we just keep bouncing ping ponging it back and forth for first place.
How this league's gone. That's how this whole season's gone.
Trek comes in and says Cole is the X factor. The X factor. We'll see if he's active. I don't even know if he's active.
What's up, Trek?
So let's go in here. So Howie, we got some new rules for this week. Why don't you tell us about it?
Okay, from now on, we're going points over expectations. Whatever they're projected for, we're going to pick the guy who we think is going to go over their projected score. This week, we've got Aaron Jones, Swift, Miles Sanders, Jerick McKinnon, Juju, D-Hop, Terry McLaurin, Garrett Wilson, and Mike Williams. Okay. And they're all their projected scores are between 12 and 15. So knock yourself out.
All right, Tommy.
I'll go last.
Yep, Tommy, we'll let you go first as you're in last place.
Yeah.
All right, so what do we got now?
You got Jones, Swift, Sanders, McKinnon, Godwin, Juju, D-Hop, McLaurin, Garrett Wilson, and Mike Williams.
I'm way too fast. So I got Jones.
Yep.
Swift. Who else?
Miles Sanders, Jerick McKinnon, Chris Godwin, Juju, D-Hop, Terry McLaurin, Garrett Wilson, and Mike Williams.
Okay.
And if you want to know what their projection is, I got it right here.
No, I don't need that. I'll go Juju going against a bad Houston team.
Okay, he's projected for 14.97. So right above that.
Write it down, Howie. So this is your section.
Okay.
Either way, I mean, we're still picking different kind of X factors, right? It doesn't have to go by points. Okay.
Yeah.
No, so it's points over projection. So he's projected 14.9. So anything over 14.9 adds your first point.
That's what gives you. This is what we're looking for, is that guy that's decent, but who's gonna blow it out this week?
I mean, that's kind of a lot of points, 14.
They're all.
Well, it's you have to remember, it's also reception.
It's also full PPR.
Yeah, it's full PPR.
Okay.
And
every yard counts as a fraction of a point.
I got you. I'll still stick with mine, I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So
for me,
Juju.
I think I'm gonna go with Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones at 15.9. Mikey.
Yep. I think I'm going with Aaron Jones. I was trying to decide between Jones and Sanders.
I am going to go with Mike Williams, who's
of course he's on your team.
Projected for 12.5.
He's only projected for 12. Oh God.
Hey,
more power to you, brother.
That's what I like starting him, because it's like, wow, they projected him for such a low floor, and he's got a chance. He's got a chance to score 20 points.
Yep. All right. So you got it. You got it. Just let me know at the end of the thing, and I'll add it.
You got Jones. I got Williams, and Tommy has Juju.
All righty. So now we'll go into our X Factor. The X Factor last week, you had Diggs 7 for 100, 2 touchdowns. Thanks for cursing him, you jerk.
Oh man!
And I have already won this week's. I told you the other day I thought CMC was going to get 120 and 1. He got 134 and 1. So I finally won a pepper challenge.
Yep, you did, which is awesome. So, all right, Tommy, anything on tap for the rest of this week?
No. Like I said earlier, 6:00 AFC East Shakedown is on Sports Dynasty Podcast. I'll be tweeting it out. If you don't have Twitter, just go to YouTube and type in AFC East Shakedown or Sports Dynasty Podcast. She'll show up. And then obviously me and Mikey are doing the post game right after the game tonight. I would say around 11:30ish. We'll probably be on. But just looking for us right after the game, 5 minutes after the game. And then Monday we will be back at 9:00.
All righty.
That's it.
So for Tommy, Howie, and myself, thank you guys for riding with us again today. We'll see you guys next week. Go Bills.
Go Redskins!
Boo.